The Missouri Model Railroad Museum is located in Independence, Missouri, not too far from the Amtrak station where the River Runner stops. A kid and his family were riding the train from here to Union Station. I actually did a similar journey for my 6th birthday on Amtrak from Lee Summit. I might have video of that somewhere that I'll post another time.
Okay.
Oh, there it is, right there. Hovering. The train.
It's coming. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Dominic, the guy is doing video and sound too.
There it is. I knew it. I actually knew it. That's it.
Although this station is unstaffed, it does use the 1913 Missouri Pacific Depot. It was closed for renovations, but I have been in there before when a group of people displayed a model train layout in it. Next to the Missouri Pacific Depot is the caboose number 13506. It was built in 1956 and was probably put on display here in the 90s. In April 2025, this caboose was moved down the road to the Missouri Model Railroad Museum's grounds, which is along this industrial line serving a cave storage complex. Right next to the Missouri Model Railroad Museum is the 1879 Chicago Alton Depot. This depot has been a museum long before the Missouri Model Railroad Museum was established. I'm not sure if this timetable is accurate to the Chicago and Alton or the GM&O, but there are artifacts from all sorts of railroads. There's an N-scale model of the Kansas City Terminal Roundhouse, which survives as an office space. The KCS mail car on the turntable was originally built for the Chicago Great Western and was purchased by the KCS in 1958. I assume this builder's plate comes from a 280, as builder's plates around that number belong to 280s built for Cuba. There are also some bits from the Independence trolley system. It and the interurban connecting it became part of the Kansas City streetcar system. The depot was built south of town, hence why it has a second floor to house station staff. The Chicago and Alton became part of the Gulf, Mobile, and Ohio Railroad in 1947. By 1960, the only passenger train that served this depot was a doodlebug and one coach. Abandoned by 1972 under Illinois Central Gulf, the depot was purchased for preservation in 1992 and moved near Pacific Avenue in 1996. The depot was opened as a museum in 2002. As for the Alton tracks between Casey and St. Louis, they're still in use. ICG sold them to Chicago, Missouri, and Western in 1987, who went bankrupt in a little under a year later. In 1990, Gateway Western was formed with a majority of Santa Fe ownership to buy this line. In 1997, Kansas City Southern acquired Gateway Western. In 2023, it became CPKC. In the freight room, there are more artifacts, images of GM&O trains, and 2 model train layouts. The volunteer at the depot kindly ran them for me.
little bit of a hill there.
I see that, yeah.
Barely can
Uh-huh.
get up
I
there.
think I can. I think I can.
Yeah.
The old one.
Now we go inside the Missouri Model Railroad Museum itself, and there's this huge wall of models and other stuff when you enter. There's even a Pennsy T1 in this painting of St. Louis Union Station, the westernmost point on the PRR. These dioramas prove that you don't need a full layout to amaze. There's a switching layout with the DCC Sound SP Grade GP9 on it. A couple of people were working on what remains of a much larger ON3 layout. The guy told me that ON30 is just what Bachman calls it. This display has some Union Pacific locomotives, all the specially painted SD70 Aces except for 1943 and 1111. I like the Santa Fe N-scale layout. On a baggage cart are two circus tents that came from the Van Delsum family of Fairview, Kansas. I drove by their place once before, which has many signals and even a full-size ATSF caboose. This case is full of scale trains models donated to the museum. In the reflection is the kids' play area, creating a future generation of model railroaders through hands-on play. This is the main exhibit hall. Only part of the bench work for the main HO layout was done at this point, as the museum was only established at the beginning of 2024. If you visit now, the layout has trains running on it. This big HO scale layout models the route the Missouri River Runner takes between Kansas City and St. Louis. There are also tables of their O and standard gauge items. The 520 is unusual as it's a pre-war style electric engine, but in plastic. It's a model of a GE locomotive made for Chile. Some of their O-gauge items were in a display case, and most of these items came from the Van Delsum collection. There are also two more circus tents with interior detail. There are two display cases of railroad artifacts and two locomotive horns. This G-scale layout will model the Pixley branch that runs next to the Missouri Model Railroad Museum. And there's also an O-gauge layout. This one has the tracks completely assembled and the buildings laid out. A museum volunteer told me it was operational and allowed me to run trains for this video. There was even a yard sale table of model trains they had no use for, so any visitor could get started in model trains. I bought this Atherton-spine car that you've seen in my Christmas videos. And that does it for this video. Thank you for watching.